Hey, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Got a really cool comparison I'm going to do today. I may have done this already, but I don't remember. But it's sort of undeniable that this, which is a dragon's breath, is one of the hotter peppers in the world. This is a 7-pot brain strain. So I've got a couple of each. So I'm going to eat them both, and or all four of them, and kind of get an idea of the flavor and the heat. Now the peppers are much larger. These are the dragon's breath. They're much bigger than the brain strains. But what we've learned is that oftentimes size, crazy hot things can come in small packages. So we'll see. Be interesting to see how this pans out. Really, the most important, once you get up in this heat level, honestly, more important than heat, wow, it smells like peppers in here. Flavor is so important in super hots. They really are. So if I have a choice between a really, really hot pod that doesn't have the best flavor or a lower pod heat that's relatively close but tastes better, it's not even a toss-up. So I'm going to do one of the red brain strains first. Here it is. This is probably the smaller of the two. But here's a red brain strain. And these pods came from Tom Broom from Seriously Hot Peppers. So here's the first one. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. The first impression of that pod is it was way juicier than I was expecting it. Super juicy. It's fruity flavored. It'd be a problem for a non-chili head, but it's a relatively hot pepper. Obviously, all these peppers are gonna be a lot hotter in late season, but that pepper as it is would be an obvious 10 for anybody who's not accustomed to it. If you're a chili head, that's like an 8 or 9. Here is the first of the dragon's breath. Really good shot of the interior there, huh? I'm not sure of the parents of the dragon breath, but I'm pretty sure there's scorpion in there. Of the first two pods, I like the brain strain better tasting. All right, so the first two, the brain strains better tasting. I think that the dragon's breath was hotter. Not tons hotter, but it's a perfect example of what I was saying right before the video started. If those were the only two peppers I could choose from, I'd choose the brain strain any day, even though it was not quite as hot, because the flavor is better. At least it was on that one. Okay, this one is the other brain strain. The thing that's great about a brain strain, if you're a grower, they're very prolific. I went to Tom's, you'll see the show coming out. But I was in Tom's garden, and they're so uniform. They're very, very stable, the pods that he grows. That had a similar flavor profile than the first one, but I think that one was warmer than the first one. Wow, this one is oily. Look at this. This one is particularly oily. The inside walls are glistening. Very cool. All right, this is the largest of the brain strains that I had. Dragon's breath. Beautiful phenotype. Now that Dragon's Breath had a bit of sweetness in it. So the first two pods I would have given the edge in flavor to the Dragon's Breath, heat to the, flavor to the Brain Strain, heat to the Dragon's Breath. The second one, the Dragon's Breath was hotter, but the first one tasted better. Big O, hey listen, I'm just finishing up a video. I'll call you in a bit, all right? Yeah, I'll give you a call in a bit. Great. All right, guys, that was Big O. Anyhow, the second pods, the Dragon's Breath was a little better, so it kind of went back and forth there. Either way, those are great peppers. If I was growing, I will be in a year, but if I was growing, I would prefer growing the Brain Strains over the Dragon's Breath. I just do. But the heat, I'm not going to get an endorphin rush from this. I'm just going to get some heat that's going to linger, which is good. My pain is probably only at a 3. So my tolerance is climbing up, which is really good because I'm tasting more, you know, and I'm just able to eat more pods. And that's what this is about for me. All right, so those are great pods. Let me know what you think. If you've had both pods, the Brain Strain and the red or the Dragon's Breath, what are your favorite? What do you prefer? Let me know your thoughts. Let's have a great day. Be kind to somebody. Be the difference in someone's day. Tell someone you love them. In the description box, you're going to see a link for Tom Broom from Seriously Hot Peppers. He's the one who grew those peppers. Now you can't buy those pods from him, but what you can do is get seeds so you can grow those pods. And hopefully this video has given you a little direction, if you're thinking that way, of which ones you'd like to grow. So please let them know I sent you. Right there is the pepper. If you click the pepper, you're riding with me. If you don't want to miss a video, I suggest you don't miss a video. You can avoid it by clicking the bell for notification, but really just visit us daily so you don't miss anything. Right there is the Lifeboat, my brother's channel about addiction, recovery, living a sober life. It's amazing. Get your bus pass. There's a ton of videos on there from challenges, gushers, aftermaths, a lot of personal stuff. Hit the button that says tab. It's $4.99 a month, and I thank you guys for doing that. Right there, more videos. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.